Hello, hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? Sending you the purest of love and light. I want you to know you're blessed, you're highly favored, you're secure, and you're highly protected. For the Lord is good, His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endures to all generations. Psalm 100, verse 5. The Lord is good, His mercy is everlasting. The way He loves on us, He cares for us. It's like the infinity sign, it's everlasting, and His truth, the way He feels about us, all the plans He has for us. Again, it endures to all generations. He will bless you, your ancestors, and your generations to come. So I wanted to do a reading as to who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And the first card that came out, it said they hated you and were jealous of you since you were a child. It says they're getting readings on you. Justice, karma, the scale is balanced. And it says you're on top and you're going higher. And I love to say that in the introduction, sometimes you're on top, you're going higher. We're stars, they cannot stop us from shining. It doesn't matter what they do. So they hated you and were jealous of you since you were a child. Oh, too many. So for a lot of you, again, it's the gift that you have, it's the calling that you have on your life. Maybe growing up you didn't fit in. You didn't fit in with the people you grew up with, the people you grew up around, your community. You always kind of felt odd, out of place, out of sort. People treated you that way as well. So you just never fit in. You just never fit in. And again, it's the gift, it's the calling you have. Look, you're highly protected. I'm telling you, it's the gift, it's the calling that you have on your life. This is why you never fit in. And even though you probably were treated as an outcast, you were like a misfit in society. Maybe you even feel this way right now. But nothing can touch you, nobody can hurt you because you're highly protected. God is for you. God is for you. Wow. A lot of these people, they were not there for you when you needed them the most. You turned your pain into power, and now they're getting readings on you. Because for a lot of you, your childhood could have been like torture. Very sad, very lonely, abused in different areas, probably a lot emotionally. You were abused, emotionally abused, psychologically around that way, where people curse you, probably said a lot of degrading words to you. You wouldn't amount to anything. You're dumb, you're stupid. They use probably your outer appearance to attack you as well, in order for them to have control, have power over you. I'm gonna speak. So a lot of these people, they did not expect the unexpected. They didn't expect that the ugly duckling would become the handsome or the beautiful man or woman that you are today. Whatever you were, people counted you out. You were like the last one picked when they had to choose people for a team. You were like a reject. People look over you. Maybe even in your family, if you had older siblings, maybe they would complain about you a lot to your parents or whomever you grew up with. And their parents or the adult would take up for them, curse you out all the time, never gave you the benefit of the doubt. You were given the hard task to do, while the others kind of sit, watch TV, had fun, while you had to be up early, maybe the last one even to bed. You were probably the one who had to stay home. You stayed home to take care of your other siblings because they just didn't think you were capable. They looked at you, they thought you are not the one who would be educated. And so again, it's like I'm seeing the verse, the stone that the builder rejected is now the main cornerstone. And this is why they did not expect you to be the one. A lot of the times, even with families, and I've seen it, and even my mom, she would share the story, which, and it would really make me sad. I would feel very sad, and sometimes I would try to find comforting words to tell her, but I knew that it hurt, and I felt the pain myself. But it's like I just have to try to encourage her, right? But even for her, it's like growing up, she was going to school, but I guess back then in that time, parents would invest in the child who they think have the better chance, or they would say they have good head or good education. That's the one who will take book. That's the one who they thought will come back to take care of them when they are sick. So then they would sell like the fattest cow or the only animal they have. You know, whatever little they have, they would invest in that one child or two, however many. And then the one who they assume would not come off to anything, they would keep that one home or hold them back in order to have the other ones aspire to whatever goals or dreams they have. So in my mom's case, growing up, you know, she told me she loved to go to school. She also loved to do sewing because her mom sewed, so she would practice her sewing skills. She loved to go to school. And then imagine one week her mom went off because she was a higgler, so she sold goods, ground produce in the market. And her mom, who is my grandmother, came back from the town with two little boys who are my mom's nephews. So my mom's sister children, my grandmother took the children from their mom, brought them to the country for my mom to take care of. So that means my mom had to stop from school. She had to stay at the shop and attend to the children, the two boys, so that their mother could work and be free, because then all she did was end up having more children anyway. And my mom, she told me, she said she remembered the morning she got dressed to go to school, and my grandmother just left her and said she need to take care of the boys. She need to take care of them. And she said she cried when she saw all the other, her friends were going to school. And would you know, I think you know, you can assume what happened, right? Of course, in the end, you know, thankfully she stayed. She did what she was supposed to do, and it wasn't until she was an adult actually that she started having children herself. So it's like she didn't just stay home and make babies either, I guess, because she had to take care of those as if they were hers. But in the end, when everybody grew up and all of this stuff, my mom was the main cornerstone. My mom had to go home. She went back home, took care of them. Thank God she was able to live to, and she was able to be very instrumental in seeing after her parents passed away. She was there to make sure they had a good funeral and everything. And she took care of them, she supported them. And the child that they thought, the daughter they thought, who would be there to take care of them, let me tell you, as a child growing up with my grandparents, I don't recall one time seeing that daughter come to visit them in the country. She would send them grocery, or my grandmother occasionally would go to town to see her and she would give them something. All through their illness, she was never there, nothing, nothing, nothing in any way, until the funeral for one of them she showed up. So this is also probably something for those of you too who have children. Be careful how you speak to what you assume of one child versus another, because you just never know. The one that you thought will be there for you will be the one who is not there for you. And the stone that you reject will end up becoming the main cornerstone. So love them equally, attend to them equally. Have no favorites, because you just never know. You just never know. And a lot of you can probably relate in other ways as to how people treated you and how in the end you were the one who stepped up to encourage them, to support them, to be there for them in some way or another. Yeah, so a lot of you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And for a lot of these people, absolutely, it's too late to apologize for the way they treated you. I mean, some of them, they're already dead anyway. So you just have to forgive these people and move on. I also wanted to know, what is it about you, why people hated you and were jealous of you since you were a child? And the card, the gambler, came out. A few others came out. I'll go over it with you. Gambler, willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubted you. So you were never a follower, you were a leader. People probably did not like that. You had your own mind, you followed your gut, you trusted your intuition. Maybe even from a child, a lot of you were gifted, very intuitive as well. It's like the Holy Spirit, the hand of God was on your life. And yes, it's like even in the dark, because his eyes are, he has a blindfold over his eyes. It's like you trusted divine guidance. And again, you're highly protected. It says here, scribe, preserving knowledge and information. So a lot of you were very gifted, very talented, knowledgeable as well. For some of you, you have the gift within you as a writer. You have books within you. For a lot of you, and again, it came out with poet behind it. So some of you write lyrics, you're a poet. It's like, it's this gift that's within you, and you use it as a positive way to probably encourage others and yourself. So it's your gift. Very smart, you're very wise. People knew that it's like you have a book within you. For some of you were hated. People were jealous of you in your family or your friend group because they thought you were a Don Juan. You were handsome, you're beautiful. They thought that you get all the guys and all the girls. And this is why they were jealous of you. You know, it's your aura, it's your essence. This is what people were jealous of you, even from you were a child. Again, you had this glow on you. You have the halo. You were glowing, radiating. A lot of you, teacher, your ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Very wise. Maybe some of you probably even used to teach other children, tutor other children because you were advanced as well. For a lot of you, you probably are on these platforms as well. You know, you're good at communicating your experience, your skill, your share with others. So it's like people saw that you have these traits within you and you did not use them for destructive ways or negative. They were used for positive, to uplift people. And again, it says Messiah. Serve humanity with humility. Some of you were very helpful. As a child, you were very hardworking too. Some of you, you had no choice but to work. They put you to work while they pet others. Very creative, very talented for a lot of you. But a lot of people, they just did not give you a chance. It's like they counted you out. They counted you out. So the attacks, it's since you were a child. And look, getting readings on you. The card that just fell out, it says bully. Bully. So a lot of these people, they were hiding their fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Like I said, a lot of you, yeah, I missed out the physical abuse, but like I said, a lot of you, it was you're growing up because people were jealous of you. It was very abusive. People were, like I said, verbally or physically. You were the punching bag in your family, in your friend group. People would pick on you because there are bullies. Even as adults, you'll find people still want to bully you. Wow. Mm. They want to intimidate you. This is why they're getting readings on you. It's like they want to know how you're doing, what is going on in your life, to see how they can bully it, how they can tear it down. But right there it says you have the ability to turn your pain into power. Here it says highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So a lot of these people, the things that they bully you about, whether the fact that you're a nerd, they think you were a geek, a weirdo, again, you were too skinny, too fat, whatever, your ears too big, whatever it is, you were able to alchemize that. You turn all of that pain into your superpower now. And this is why, again, when they're getting readings, it's like these people, they are amazed as to how you were able to overcome all of these things that they did to you. And they're still trying to dig up to see how they can find out about your flaws and your weakness to try to use it against you. But it's like with the athlete card here, it's like you outrun these people. They can't catch up with you. Because from the time you were a child, you trust your intuition. You have all these gifts within you. As a Messiah, it's like the word is in you, it's hidden in your heart. You're able to encourage yourself. You don't need these people to speak truths and facts into your life. You're like 100 steps of them. God, keep it that way. Because a lot of these people, they were using their abilities for selfish needs. Because they are entitled. You use this gift to transcend your physical limitations, including your handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Whatever your shortcomings were, you use those lemons to make lemonades. Lemonade. You turn that mess into a beautiful message. Everything that you went through as a child were because people were jealous. They thought you shouldn't have certain things. I guess it's because of the gift that was on you, the anointing that was on you. Even as a child, it's like people would just pick on you. And even as an adult, people find something on you because of the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you walk, instead of them going to work on themselves. No, they make you their priority. And even today, new level, new devils, you may have left those people in the past. Some of them may have died, but you're encountering new people who still want to bring you back to those childhood memories. And you have long transformed those phases. If not, you need to. You need to dedicate to transcend. Trans means across, to move beyond, to push beyond those physical limitations. The things that people thought were your handicaps or your hiccups, your disabilities are now your abilities. They are your superpower now. You are a miracle. People are mesmerized, they're blown away. You weren't supposed to make it. You were not supposed to be here. You were a wuss. And a lot of you, congratulations. May God continue to use you to break more barriers. Oh, yes, to supersede the expectations, break glass ceilings. Yeah, transcend those physical limitations, including your handicaps. Maybe you got pregnant young. People thought you would never recover from that. Whatever it is, whatever it was, you went to prison. People thought that was the end of you. But God has other plans for you. Development of personal willpower to not give up. I'm telling you, for a lot of you, the way that people treated you when you were younger, it didn't feel good. But I'm telling you, if you are able, or if you were able to transform, to alchemize this, you know you feel good. You know you're proud. You know you put these people to shame. Wow. And now they're getting readings. Wow, look, detective. You have justice. You have karma. The scale is balanced now. These people have nothing on you. You got nothing on me, baby. Yeah, they have nothing on you. See God come in. He always shows up on time for us. He doesn't miss a beat. Remember, he sits high, but he looks low. He saw everything that was happening when you were a child. And again, the enemy always tries to attack us as a child, to break us, so we would not come into, to manifest into the man, the woman we're supposed to be. Try to steal our joy, rob our peace, our innocence, molest us, abuse us, or torment us. God saw everything. He didn't love it. He didn't appreciate it. These people, they will be rewarded. Justice is here. Karma is here. But through all of those, you survived. And not only You survived, but now you're thriving. These people, these entities, I'm telling you, they are blown away. And every reading they get, they are being reminded of how you were bullied, how people counted you out, but how you were able to get back up every single time, how you are determined, how you are unbreakable, how you are unstoppable, how you get beauty for ashes. Detective, I'm telling you, it's like God show up on you. Great powers of observation and intuition. Intuition again, desire to seek out the truth. This is you. A lot of you, you are truth seers. And it's so funny, it's like she has a book and it's like there's a hole in the book. A lot of you are like detective. Again, with even with our sign, you have that. You're like this detective. You know, it's like you go deep. You're very observant. You watch people. Actions speak louder than words. You're about the truth. You seek out the truth. And it's because of these qualities, these traits, you've been honest. The things you speak, it's the truth. You don't make things up. You don't need to falsify instruction. You don't need to make up anything. You don't have to tell lies. And this is why God is rewarding you. And these people are seeing what's going on. And they're knowing it's too late to apologize, because I'm telling you, they did too much. It's because you're a visionary. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Look, psychic, intuitive. Some of you are readers. Yes, you're able to tell people about the future because you're a high priest, high priestess. God shares his secrets with you. And these people are blown away because, again, for a lot of you, again, even from when you were a child, they were jealous of your gift. Some of them probably even tried to block your gifts. You don't abuse your power for personal gain. You're not going to sell your gifts, your talents to the highest bidder to compromise your vision, to make it more acceptable. So a lot of you, you're able to tell the mysteries. God tells you those things. You give people information for free. And this is why God find you to be just. You're a fair person. You're fair. And this is why you're rewarded. And I wanted to know quickly why your angels are here. The tower. This is us, the fire of God. He says disruption warns of disaster, aids in transformation. Again, you warn people. You were able to tell people a lot of things to come or things that are happening. For a lot of you, you're a tower. When you show up in people's life, your transformation, they're never the same. Their lives are forever changed. Look, Empress, I love it. Fertility and fruitfulness assures peace between married couple. So for a lot of you, again, you're an Empress, a guy's, it's energy, you're divine feminine or divine masculine. Again, you're from God, you're of God. Everything you touch, it blossoms. You're pregnant with potential. You are the one. Like if you, divine feminine Empress, when it says he who finds a wife, he find it a good thing and gets favor from God. It's because of your fertility and your ability to reproduce. Give you a house, you make it a home. Give you some food, you make a meal. and you bring peace to your home, to your marriage, to your family. Yeah, you're that peace, Queen of Cups. Again, that's us all the way. God the Redeemer, redemption, serves against enemies of religion, governs chastity. Again, you are somebody. God redeem you, and we see the justice card. God showed up on you on time for you. Again, he's not going to let the enemy overcome you. He redeems you. He removes you out of the enemy's hands. Even religious people who dislike you, who oppose you, anyone who wants to chastise you, God is there to fight and to protect you. I love it. I love it for you. And it says angel message. Let's see if we get one really quick. I love this. I love it for you. I love it for us. Honor your feeling. Archangel Aniel. Thank you, Aniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. So again, however people made you feel, happy, sad, honor those. Embrace them and let them go. And for a lot of you, you're moving in secret. Everything is mysterious. God is hiding you. He's keeping everything hidden because a lot of you, you're here. A lot of things, it says past life, karmic lessons. It was meant for you to like go through these things, to be transformed. You are the foundation. You are the rock. I love it.